Welcome back. Mavericks heading to the power play. 12:20 to go here in the first period. The Oilers with a 1-0 lead. Tyler Poulsen, 7th of the year, comes at 6:19 from Solak Bakic. And it's Reed Petrick in the box for roughing. And so the Mavericks to their first Independence Power and Light power play of the night. Here's Crawford. Walks it to the middle of the blue line. Drifting. Rotates it far side for Andreev. Andreev with 23 points on the season. Gets it back near corner. Low to high for Crawford at the right point. He'll trade places with Noel. Crawford twisting and turning out high. Gets it back to Noel straight away. Andreev now in the right wing circle. Looking down to the goal line. Caught and played it backdoor. Crawford holding on with far circle. Noel calling for it. His blast, that one blocked away, and the Oilers clear. Mavericks were 0 for 2 on the power play last night. They ranked 8th in the league on home ice with 7 power play goals and a 21.2% success rate. Here's Andreev, wheels back into the zone, stops up in the high slot, hands it off now to Crawford, across the Noel right point. Down the boards to Andreev, rotates up high, goal line, Cotton. Back up top, Noel, now to Crawford, back for Noel, his drive and a save made, and the rebound ricochets to the corner. Carew stops up along the far boards. He was sandwiched by Farron and Clement, and it comes out for McKaylee, and he'll shovel it out for Tulsa. Mavericks still with 41 seconds to work with here on the power play. Just past the 9-minute mark of the first period. Oilers up 1-0.
Really nice heads-up play by Max Andreev passing through in the crease to jump over that shot generated by David Noel.
Berezowski hands off for Giroux. Out wide now to Morrison. Backs it up for Justin McPherson. He'll flip it far side for McCallum. Looking over the traffic, McCallum across, Giroux settles, now McPherson back for Giroux, Fields on his backhand, down low, tapped out in front, it's still loose, and it squirts back to the end boards. Giroux with it on the half wall now, 7 seconds to go on the power play. McPherson straight away, his shot deflects out of play with 3 seconds to go. And the Mavericks man advantage, some good looks here, Alex.
Yeah, they're doing a good job keeping Tulsa pinned in. We saw on the 4-on-4 earlier, Joe, almost the entire 2 minutes of that 4-on-4 was spent on the right side of the ice. The power play has not been an exception to that. The Mavericks now out shooting the Oilers 10-3 with some good sustained offensive zone time on the man advantage.
Outshot the Oilers 34-27 in the game last night. They've outshot opponents 18 out of 26 games have the Mavericks this season. Here's Lowhite getting to it right off the face-off. Stops up, fed it across. Petrick intercepts right out of the penalty box. Petrick shoved hard in the corner. This one filters back to center. Mazza will try and flick it back to the Tulsa blue line. He gets it deep. Dalme Malka back to collect. Dalme Malka leading all Oilers defensemen, 12 points on the year. Mazza will head back to track it down. He'll reverse it for Jake McLaughlin. McLaughlin, pressure there by Petrick. Gets it behind the net now to Gazizov. And he was spun off the play there by Mazza. A self-pass here by Jake McLaughlin. Motors up the right wing. Backhand feed to Schoombert at center. Schoombert attacks in down the slot. Had it sticked away by Costantini. Dalme Malka picks it up behind his own net. Bank pass now to the far wing. And it's cleared out to center for Gazizov. Works it free down the near wall. A sharp angle bid from Nelson. Fought off another chance and a right pad save by Osman on McCallion. Lowhite plays it back down behind the net. That was his former teammate that Osman stopped. Justin McCallion played 1 year with Osman at the University of Maine. And now some more physicality happening behind the Mavericks net. Here's McKee drive, and that one's swallowed up by Osman. It was Nate Konepke tied up there with Josh Nelson behind the play. And now Powell getting in the mix once again. Mavericks down 1-0 to the Oilers. 9:02 to go here in the first period. Face off to the blocker side of Osman. Right off the draw, and Osman will waffle board that to the corner. As that was Solak Bakic on the bid for Tulsa. This one's pitched to center by Max Andreev and back to the Tulsa blue line. Legrone going toe-to-toe with David Cotton, who was back in the lineup last night after missing his previous 8 games. Great to get him back in the lineup. Carew now able to seal off the near side wall. Bakic attacks in on left wing. Try to play it across on a great break up there by David Noel. Noel dueling there with Bakic near corner. Freed up by Andreev, and it's Crawford now with it. He'll skate left wing to center. Pestered every inch of the way by Bakic, and he'll dump it in. McKee back to collect, throws a hit on Andreev, completely disregarding the puck. And scooting towards center, lifting it off the glass, Dougie Legron back into the KC end. Approaching 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Tyler Poulsen, the goal scorer for Tulsa. Here's Morrison dashing into the zone on left wing with Giroux. Stops up in the corner, looking for help. Morrison on his backhand, trying to get top side in the high slot. He had it sticked away, and it's back out to center. Here come the Oilers into the zone. A shot by Kuzmeski, and a save made by the pad of Victor Osman. Kuzmeski, the defenseman, activating all the way up on the rush. He's leaned on by McLaughlin behind the Maverick net. To his side battle, McLaughlin able to prevail. Stops up in the corner. He's hounded by a coin and Kuzmeski. Comes back around near side. Mazza rips it up the right side. Here's Giroux back up ice with Morrison. Giroux near circle. Played it across, and it deflects it away to the far boards. Good hustle by Berezowski. Back for a drive by McPherson. Gloved by Talon Boyko. 7:17 to go in the first.
Well, as usual, Joe, Jackson Berezowski out racing the opposition quite a bit to loose pucks. That's helped the Mavericks keep the puck in the attacking zone, but going back to this 2-on-1, Damian Giroux with some good awareness with the lone defenseman back, really doing a good job taking the passing lane away. He shifted to his backhand and shoveled it into the crease. It was a smart play by Damian Giroux.
Swept over to the near side and chopped to center by Gazizov. A nifty pass there by Nate Konepke to find Nolan Sullivan. A couple fellow Minnesota natives there. It's laid back to Dalme Malka for Tulsa. Farron almost had his pocket picked at center, and it's drilled back into the zone. Osman out to play it. He'll steer it to Justin McPherson, who goes skate to stick. He took a hit from Farron to move it, though. And this one shoveled across by Luke Lohite. Here's Konepke trying to chop it in. It's sent back into the Kansas City end with 6:45 to go in the first. McPherson towards center, guides it for Schoomber, racing in down the right wing, trying to make a move to the middle, and it rolls right in on Boyko. He'll cover it up. Great crowd on hand here tonight for Teddy Bear Toss. A big thanks to Teddy Bear Mobile, who was kind enough to provide teddy bears for fans coming out to the game here tonight. Always a fun game to attend. All tagged bears will go to Children's Mercy, our game night sponsor tonight and a proud sponsor of the KC Mavericks. All untagged bears will go to Operation Breakthrough, proud community partner of the KC Mavericks. And of course, everyone in the building, Alex, patiently or perhaps impatiently awaiting that first goal to launch their teddy bears onto the ice. Here's Josh Throw to pick it up at his own blue line. Elwood pass intended for McCallum. And then Morrison was run into there at the offensive blue line by Keyshawn Gervais. Jay Powell back to collect, who's had an active first period for the Mavericks. Morrison scampers ahead. Try to get it to McCallum, and Thrower will loft this one back in. Landon McCallum in on the forecheck. Clement steers it around the boards. Mike McKee relays near side. Gervais with his head up. He'll fling it to center. Here's Poulsen trying to sneak behind enemy lines. Forced behind the net. A wraparound chance. That one wouldn't go. And McCallum takes over. Nudges it ahead. Here's Carew. Carew tried to stick handle past Dalme Malka. No luck. And it's played back to Poulsen now left wing to center. And then he was stood up by David Noel at the blue line. Andreev draws a penalty as Bakic got some stick work in. Here's Cotton now wheeling into the zone left wing. Cotton knifes wide, hands it off to Carew, far circle. Berezowski off the bench for the extra attacker, and a whistle blown. And it looks like the Mavericks are going to head back to the power play. And it's going to be Solik Bakic once again heading to the box.
Yeah, I think Andreev's really gotten into under his skin so far.
14, 2 minutes broken.
Hooking will be the call. It's the second penalty that Max Andreev has drawn. So the Mavericks will be going back to the power play. When we come back, we're going to take a break. Keep it right here, folks. You're watching and listening to KC Mavericks Hockey.